Hi, I'm Courtney with Leafreport, and I'm here with Tim of CBDfx at their headquarters in Los Angeles, California. So for starters, Tim, how about you tell us about the company and its history?
Yeah, CBDfx has been around for about 5 or 6 years now. It started when our two co-founders kind of started out of their garage, actually. It's like a true success story, just from humble beginnings, growing into, the third largest privately held CBD company on the planet. So it's pretty cool to see. Here we are 5 or 6 years later, and we have almost 100 SKUs. And we're just growing month over month rapidly. So it's been fun to be part of the ride, and I can't wait to see where we go next.
Wow, that's awesome to hear.
Yeah.
So tell us about your range of products. I see you have some out right here.
Yeah. Oh, what a coincidence. Yeah. As I said, we have around 100 different products, which is amazing. We have products in every major vertical here. I think some of my personal favorites and some of our customers' favorites are definitely the gummies. I think they really resonate with a lot of people because CBD might seem intimidating to somebody who hasn't used it before, but they've heard all about it. Well, this is a gummy bear, and it's very obvious how to use this. It's delicious. You pop the top and you eat some. And these red ones are our original gummy bears. This is sort of like the classic, our biggest seller, our most popular. And these are sort of your standard general, I want a CBD gummy bear. The next one in line would be this one, the green gummies. These have turmeric and spirulina in them, two of my favorite words in the English language. And we did that intentionally. We picked those superfoods intentionally. And that's because of what we like to call the layered functional benefits of turmeric and spirulina and how they kind of interact with CBD to give you this daily holistic health approach, right? And spirulina is actually what's giving these green gummies their color. There's no dye in here. It's just the spirulina. And if you're not familiar with spirulina, it's actually given to NASA astronauts to help them stay rich in nutrients while they're floating out there in space. So I'm solidly only on planet Earth, but I do like these gummies a lot. They feel amazing when you eat them. And then, I don't know about you, but I often lie awake at night, unable to sleep, or I did until I started taking these guys. These have been really popular as well. Are CBD gummies with melatonin. So specifically targeted to people that want to pop a couple gummies before they go to sleep at night. Helps you fall asleep, helps you stay asleep, get a little better quality rest. So yeah, these have been a godsend for me. I use them every night, and they're quite nice. So those are the gummies. We also have quite a robust topical line too. I think CBD topicals are kind of the biggest growing niche right now, and it's what is sort of crossing over into the mainstream for a lot of folks. And a big piece of that for us as a brand has been these, our face masks. These are $6.99, and they're super simple. It's a sheet mask. Even I can do it. I know what you're thinking, right? Like, how did I do this? I was wondering. It's this. It's this, honestly. So these are great. They come in 5 different configurations here. This is the cucumber face mask to get that nice sort of dewy glow, right, to re-moisturize. But all of these face masks are infused with 50 milligrams of our high-quality CBD oil. It's very simple. You just pop it open, put it on, relax, kick your feet up, throw on some Netflix. Before you know it, you got this going on. So it's pretty cool. We got a cucumber, we got aloe vera, we have a rose face mask. Yeah. Never heard of a rose face mask before. I know. I thought of that. No,
sounds great.
Also a lavender, and then a charcoal. The charcoal one is great for people who have kind of oily skin or need to, control blemishes or what have you. So these have been great, and we just get amazing response from people because I think it's kind of fun, good way to treat yourself at a nice low price point. So yeah, those face masks are great. While we're on the topic of topicals, I can also mention our balms. So these are awesome, fantastic little products to kind of rub onto like a little trouble spot on your hand or on your arm or something, or after a workout. I'm quite, I work out a lot. I don't know if you could tell, but so this is great for situations like that when you have sore muscles or you just got like an achy joint or something. You can rub some of this balm in, and it smells really nice.
I was just going to say it smells nice too.
Yeah, it's cool. It's got a little bit of that aromatherapy to it as well. So these balms are great. They come in multiple varieties, different scents, different targeted functions. So for overnight, for after a workout, for moisturization, all that. So then just on the topic of topicals once more, I think we do have to mention this, the hemp cream. This is one of our most popular products for sure. So balms can be a little bit more oily to the touch. This is more like a lotion. And so it's like a minty kind of simultaneously cooling and heating lotion that is fantastic to rub into dry skin, irritated skin. It's super gentle. It has a very mild scent to it, and it just feels amazing. I think if I were to mention my personal favorite product that we have, I think it's this one. So I use this all the time. So those are great. Also on the topic of ingestibles, we have our gel caps, just capsules. A lot of people just want to take CBD the old-fashioned way. They're used to having their counter full of different vitamins or supplements that they take. Well, you just pop this right next to it, make it part of your routine. Boom, you're getting 25 milligrams, full spectrum CBD, just working into your daily routine. And finally, we've got our classic CBD tincture. And this is just so versatile. You can take it in a million different ways. It's arguably the most effective way, the most immediate way of taking CBD. You can feel the effects a little bit sooner. So we see a lot of people ordering and reordering the CBD tinctures.
Great. Well, you have a very nice variety here. Of all these great products, what would you say is the best selling, and why is it such a great product?
I think the best sellers are rapidly changing, and I think that's due to people learning about how CBD works for them. And along those lines, I think ingestibles are really currently the kings of our product line. I think these guys, the CBD capsules, are one of the biggest. And I think the reason for that is, number one, they work. There's a lot of high quality CBD in every capsule. So someone takes one, they can feel the effects, they can feel the difference, and then they're sold. I mean, after that, it's pretty much off to the races. And these get reordered pretty consistently. The gummies definitely would be probably second on that list. Very similar to the capsules, right? It's just these are kind of like a more fun version of that, I would say. So yeah, I think those two are our biggest.
Right, very nice. Let's talk about your manufacturing process. Where is your hemp grown?
Our hemp is grown 100% exclusively in the United States, primarily in Kentucky, which is pretty awesome. I mean, this is a new developing source of local economy for Kentuckians. I don't know if that's the word, but it's kind of cool to see the state transforming and all this hemp being planted. And yeah, we have partner farms throughout Kentucky that, we hold to some pretty exacting standards in terms of the way the plants are grown, the way that the farm operates, the philosophy of the farmers, the quality of the soil, the quality of basically everything from A to Z. And what I really want to communicate is that when you think about CBDfx, you should be thinking about those farms, because we have that relationship with those farms. It's become a bit of a cliche to say, like, from the farm to the table, or we like to say at CBDfx, from our farm to your family, right? And there's something about that can feel a little cliche, but in reality, that's what's going on. This is not a faceless relationship between, some giant corporate farm and our brand. We go out there, we inspect the farms, we know these farmers, we see how these plants are grown, and we truly believe from our core that is what results in a better product. The quality of the plant, the love that was put into that plant, the fact that it's non-GMO, it's grown organically, everything down to the way that we extract the CBD oil. It's solvent-free. It's extracted using CO2. So these things make a difference. The decision to not cut corners makes a difference in the end product. It makes a difference in the way the product makes you feel. And ultimately, you can be living in alignment with this natural lifestyle. And that's just a huge core part of our mission and how we view ourselves.
That's awesome. Thank you. And how do you ensure the product's quality, purity, and cleanliness?
Yeah, that's super important. That is just the biggest focus here at CBDfx, and we are just bending over backwards to show our customers how far we're willing to go to ensure product purity. For starters, we go out of pocket a huge amount every single month to pay independent third-party laboratories to test our products and then post those results publicly. It literally doesn't get any more transparent than this. So not only do we do that, we do it on a batch level. So you can look at your bottle, see what the batch is, look up literally the bottle you're holding in your hand. You can see down to the 10th or 100th of a percent what is in this. So that's just huge. The reasons why people take CBD are often wellness-based reasons, right? So we want to engender that trust with our customers so that they know that we're focused on those functional benefits of CBD. We want you to be getting the purest possible effect. And when they can verify that online, they can look up the lab report. And by the way, it's an independent lab. It's not like a lab that we have in our pocket or something. When they can see that, wow, that just, when a brand does that, I think it goes a long, long way to establishing a lifelong loyalty and relationship and knowing that we have our customers' backs. And it's incredibly important to us.
Yeah, that's great to hear you do all that. And I think you mentioned it, but what is your transparency policy?
100%. If there's a way that we can possibly be more transparent, I'd love to hear it. We're doing everything we possibly can. Our ingredients are listed everywhere we can put them, on the packaging, on the website, the lab reports, as mentioned, everything down to our customer service. And I work near our customer service department here, and it's awesome to hear the conversations that go on, because sometimes people just want a little bit more of that human touch before they order a product, before they take a product, because CBD is such a personal, such an intimate product in a way, right? Because you're putting it in your body, or you're applying it to your body. People want to know what is in this. How will this affect me? What should I expect? What should I look out for? And our customer service team does an incredible job of having those conversations in a really sort of honest and genuine way with customers. And I think that, combined with the lab reports, combined with the wealth of content on our website, just detailing everything you could possibly want to know about these products, it's pretty darn transparent.
Awesome. What are your recommendations for the beginner user? Someone who has heard about CBD and is wondering where to start, is worried about legalities, efficacy, or safety issues.
Yeah, there's a lot to unpack there. I think the first thing I would say, because this is a really important question, and many people have these questions, like millions of people are having these questions, so it's important to answer them with clarity and certainty. The first thing I would say is that CBD affects everyone differently. So when you're first embarking on your CBD journey, I think it's important to give it some time to figure out, how much do I want to be taking? What effect am I looking to get out of this? That's one reason I think the gummies are so good, because there's 5 milligrams of CBD in every one of these gummies, and it allows for you to really construct your own serving size and base that on trial and error. So I know people that eat one gummy and they're like, this is awesome. For me, I like to have more. I like to eat 3 or 4 at a time. That's how I get the effect that I'm looking for. Not everyone wants that specific effect. So if you're new to CBD, my advice would be to give yourself a little bit of time. Take some trial and error. See what type of product works for you. Maybe it's a gummy. Maybe you're more of a topical person. Maybe you need a larger serving, like in the capsules. It really all depends. So I think understanding that modern science is still wrapping their minds around how CBD works. It's still a bit of a mystery. So we're all different. We are all built biologically different, and it's going to take some experimentation on your part to figure out exactly how CBD can best work for you. So that's what I would say about that. In terms of legalities, look, it's CBD and hemp are federally legal. That is just a fact. And you can confidently purchase CBD online or at a major retailer. I mean, look, CBD is available in big box stores, some of the largest chains in America. So that's sort of laid to rest. There are some issues on a state-by-state basis for a couple states, but for the vast majority of Americans, there's nothing to worry about on that front.
Great. Well, that's all the questions I have for you today. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us and your users about CBDfx?
I think it would be awesome to just sort of show you around our offices so you can see the facility, see the warehouse, see the team that we have here. And I think it's kind of cool to put some faces behind the brand, right? So you can learn more about what we're really about. It's not just the logo, it's real people really passionate about this and working hard every day.
Great. Yeah, let's go. I'm here with Tim in front of the CBDfx warehouse, just so you can see how impressive it is. And Tim, do you want to tell us a little bit about what goes on here?
Yeah, it's pretty cavernous, as you can see. It's massive, and it's awesome that we really feature the warehouse in the layout of our office. We have these huge windows. You can see all the activity. You can see the product coming in and coming out. And there's something cool about the fact that, all the product starts here and it goes all over the world. So it's neat to see that. Every order that's placed online, it originates here in this warehouse. From our amazing, hardworking, talented, just incredible warehouse staff. We couldn't do what we do without them, and we're just so thankful. So yeah, it's a pretty amazing facility.
That's awesome. Thanks for having us.